Hello, hello, and welcome back to my happy place. I've had quite an exciting week, and the dogs are a little upset because the family's away, and every little noise, the bird chirps, and then the dogs bark, because the bird is a bigger watchdog than the dogs, and it's a cockatiel. But as soon as he hears someone walk by the house or a car honk or any noise outside, the bird starts, the little dog starts, and then the big dog starts. So if there's barking or a bird screeching during this video, I apologize in advance. So yes, my exciting week. I went to the gastro doctor. I went to the pulmonologist, and I went to the eye doctor because I did need glasses. And it's a terrible thing, but I find that I have to weigh my options in that, is it worth me catching something to go to the doctor? And unfortunately, I had to go to these doctors. Now, when I went to the eye doctor, I went because I find that my eyes are looking a little like roomy. I don't know how else to explain it. Not clear. The whites are not clear. So I thought, okay, give me some drops or something, because I had taken 2 weeks before, I had called my doctor and gotten some antibiotic eye drops, figuring that would clear it up. Then I had all kinds of blood tests and everything to make sure that there was no jaundice going on and stuff. So then I ended up at the eye doctor, and he told me what it is. Old age. As if I didn't have enough to worry about with the wrinkles and everything else. Now I got roomy eyes. And he says it just comes with age. There's nothing you can do about it. So I know years ago I had read somewhere that movie stars and people like that use like a blue drop to whiten the whites of their eyes before they go on movie sets or interviews and things. And I had tried it. And you even had to be so careful because the blue would stain your clothes, so you had to use tissue and everything underneath. But it didn't really work, so I stopped doing that, so don't suggest it. But, old age sucks sometimes. I'm glad to be here, but I just wish there was not so many things that can go wrong as you get older. I've been on a steroid for my chest. So if I have to cough or go off, of course I will turn you off. There she goes again. Pippa, no barking. Now she's downstairs, but because I don't have carpet, the sound just travels. And I'm looking because the sheepadoodle, my daughter's sheepadoodle, is in my room listening. And if he needs to be a backup to her, he will. That's another place I went this week. I had to go to the vet because my little one had an ear infection. She's a Havanese, and I noticed she was shaking her head, so I took her. But for the vet, you wait in the car. They come take the dog and bring her into the vet, and you talk to the vet over the phone, so you're not really in contact with anyone except the person who takes her from the other side of the car. And I wait in the parking lot. Oh, it's an exciting life. But it is sad how you have to weigh your options. Do I suffer through something and not go to the doctor? Or do I risk getting a very bad thing and dying? Because I have the diabetes, I have the age going against me, I have asthma, and other health problems, the fibromyalgia. So I feel that if I catch this, there's no coming back from it. I just know. So that was my week. But I got something in the mail, and I got it quite a few days ago, but because of the prednisone, the steroid, which I call my crazy medicine, makes me talk. I did not do a review of it yet, And then yesterday I watch Inforum Overload, little like newsy show. And they said that there have been complaints about the Jeffree Star palette. And I said, oh no, Jeffree, don't. But I've never heard such complaints before about another palette. So let's open her up and see what we got. I wasn't going to get this palette, then I was going to get it, but I got it. I have that, what the kids call it, FOMO, the fear of missing out. Yeah, I got that fear all right. So what do I have in here? I also ordered the Luminous setting powder in, what color did I get? Fair. And then I realized perhaps I made a mistake, because with anything luminous, it has been showing up my wrinkles more. So let's just see what this looks like. And it comes with this little twisty thing, which I like. Let's see. Oh, it is luminous. I want to see if I could put on enough that you would actually see it. I'm really patting it on my finger, and is it showing up? A little. It is luminous. So unfortunately I didn't remember I had bought this, so I already powdered my face. I just have the basics on, and I'll go over that with the end of the video of what I used. Now, what else do we have in here? Something little. Oh, yeah, this is from a different company. I must have popped it in the bag so I didn't, the box rather, so I didn't lose it. I thought I had 2 of them, but I'm only seeing 1. Perhaps I lost the other one already. No, I had brought the Natasha Denona Chromium liquid. What is it? Oh, it's so shiny. Liquid eyeshadow. And this looked interesting to me. I just got 2 colors. What did I get? I got, haven't gotten my new glasses yet, so. Dragonfly. And can't even read if it's the right side up. Ultraviolet, I think. Oops. So let's just, ooh, pretty. And I wonder if I did look at these, and I'm wondering if I'd mixed up the, because I would think the Dragonfly would be the green one, right? And they're supposed to have a shift. So they're very pretty. I think you could see how it shifts. Yeah. When I look in the camera, they're completely different colors from when I look over there. So let's get more into the box. And as you know from the title, it's the Orgy palette. And what attracted me a lot was I thought the packaging was, the pictures were so pretty that they did on the front of the packaging. And inventive. A little risque. So here we have the Orgy and the little palette. Because the big palette is all mattes, and I'm guessing this is shimmers. I'm going to show you first. focusing? I'm trying to get the... And they're pretty, not overly bright. And I think a lot of people were having a problem with this one here. I think, or it's the white one in the bigger palette. And it's nice because the mirror goes all the way back. I like that. Yeah. We had work being done on our road, of the railroad. Because there's, over the years, been so much traffic on my road, they decided, well, they're doing a lot of roads, but they made a bridge for the train so that cars can go under instead of cars having to wait. And they just reopened last week. So there's a lot more traffic now. And I miss the quiet. So here's the outside. Back is plain. And yeah, it's a little risque, but I find it to be very, what's the word I'm looking for? I don't know, it left. The word left the building. I don't know where it went. Artistic. Artistic. So I'm opening it up, and this one goes back all the way too. There's the overlay. And here are the colors. And I know the white colors are not showing up very well. So let's just do a quick little look with it. Excuse me. Okay. Now this would be, if I wore a palette like this, it would be my granny palette, because when I go out with the children, I wear something that is very plain. No wild colors or anything, because I want to look like a granny. Let me bring you in a little closer. Not too close because of the prednisone. My skin is so dry. It's like super dry. I'm like... So I'm going in with, and I know I just put my glasses down, but I have no idea where. Okay. I'm going to start with gender... No, I'm going to start with body, I think. And I'm going to use that in the transition. And where'd my little mirror go? I don't know. New wig, not sure I'm wearing it right, because I think the lace part is showing a little. I'm just going to lay that in the transition. I still have a problem with my suture line showing. And that is like barely there, but enough for a granny day. I mean, talk about a neutral palette. This is a neutral palette. Just give me 1 second to see if I could find my mirror and all my crap here. And no, I cannot find it. Oh, mirror, mirror. Okay, so I have my little NARS palette. And I'm going to use this. It's not a 10X, but, and that's actually not showing up on me at all. Let's go a little darker. Let's go to, I think it says top. Yeah, top. Even grannies want a little more. Okay, that's better. That has shown up, and that is on the 3rd line down. So let me just give this a wipe. And I'm going to go back up to the 2nd line. I think to the first one I tried. And just try it up here to get rid of the line a little bit. And no, it's not working. Okay, let's do the crease. So for the crease, since I went to the 3rd line, I'm going to go to the 4th line and go to something Chronicles. What are you? Craving chocolate. Had nothing to do with Chronicles. I just saw the C. And I'm just going to dab in a little bit and see if I can get in the crease here. And I go. I'm not going to bother to place too much product. Okay. But I do want to go just above the crease. And I hear my husband home. Of course, right? Because I started filming. And the first thing he's going to do is come upstairs. Remy, Nono's home. So he's been away for 3 days, and the rest of the family is still away. So of course I picked the exact moment when he's coming home to film my video. Nono's home. Okay. Go get him, Remy. I am using the REPHAR brush set. Oh, I shouldn't have told him. Sorry. Now, I'm just going to switch over to the smaller palette. And see if these shimmers need anything underneath them. Some of them, sometimes in palettes, the shimmers are so sheer that you need something over them to make them show. So I'm liking this one right in the middle. And I think I can get away with having nothing underneath it. I need a little packer brush. Do I have a little packer brush? I know I do. I'm a little out of practice, and I like I said, I'm taking my crazy medicine, so let's just use the finger. So I was looking at this one in the middle, Frozen Fire, which seems to have the most color out of any of them. Let me see if I can use this mirror. Not a lot of payoff on that at all. At all. I have to say it's even for me it's a little dull, even for granny duty. Where is the packing brush? I must have 1,000 brushes here and not one brush to put that on properly. Goodness, goodness, goodness. they're just going to bark like that till my husband comes in because they've been waiting for him all day. All right. I'm going to use this little brush. And I don't see anything on the brush. He is a little. You know, I had the last palette was the Jeffree Star, the one that was all the grays. And I like that. This one I am finding, yeah, a little disappointing. And for me to say that about Jeffree Star is, that's a big deal. Let's go on the outer corner with something. And I'm going to go on the outer corner with, what is that? Invitation Only. I think this might be the first Jeffree Star palette that I'm going to give my daughter because it's all matte and she doesn't wear shimmer or anything at all. Let's just go a little bit on the outer corner. Sorry about the dogs barking. So if ever there was a lackluster palette, Jeffree, I'm sorry. It would be this. I don't even like how the shimmer went down. The colors are, I suppose they're blendable and all. But nothing to write home about. So because I'm a little disappointed in that, I am going to take the Natasha Denona liquid and I'm going to put some of that on. Now let's see. I'm going to have to use this flat brush again. I'm going to take some from here and see what happens. Because Jeffree, I'm just not, well, even for granny duty, it's a little not great. And that goes on very pretty, except because it's so duochrome, I can't really tell. I can't tell. So that's one with the duochrome and one without. I can't really tell if it's on there correctly because it keeps shifting color. Let's try the other side. I'm going to go right over that Jeffree Star shimmer. Yeah, I like that better. I like that better, and I like how it applied with the brush. I don't think I would put so much on with the applicator. I think that would be too much. But that's pretty. I'm so lost without my 10X. And I feel like this has to dry. I think it still feels a bit wet. Because I had wanted to go back into the crease and just darken it up a little bit. It is very hard in the mirror to fix it because it keeps shifting. So I don't know if I got it correctly or not. So let me get some eyeliner and mascara, and I'll be right back. And I'm back. My final thoughts. The palette, I'm really sorry to say, it's just meh. And I know that I'm sorry, I'm blaming it on the prednisone that I'm being ditzy. I forgot to take that off. Even the shimmers were not impressive. I'm sorry, Jeffree. Let me see if I have a lipstick. The liquid is messy. And if you get it somewhere where you don't want it, it doesn't come off really easy. And it leaves fallout, believe it or not. Hold on a second. Sorry, I was rushing around. So I'm not sure I'm that happy with this either. And I had to take a smaller brush to kind of like put in where I thought I had missed, but because it shifts color, it'll go from a pink to a green, and then you don't know if you got it in that spot or not. And put too much on and you will have, you are going to have texture if you go over it too much. Let me see if I have a lipstick. Ooh. Okay. I have a plain one. I have really put my lipsticks away because I just don't wear it with my mask. And that was a lot lighter than I was expecting. I'm a wreck. That was a Jeffree Star. Boy, if you cut out all my pauses, my video would be 2 minutes long. What is it? It's Chrysanthemum. And is it a lip gloss or a lip? It's a velour liquid lipstick. I don't know, is it just me or is it meh too? What I used a different foundation today, or actually a skin tint by Kevyn Aucoin. Now I had just gotten this, and this was the first time I used it. I got it in light 03, ST03, and as soon as I put it on, my eyes started to water, and it bothered me for a bit. It's not bad now, but I still feel as if it bothered my eyes a little bit when it first went on. I used my Marc Jacobs bronzer because I love it, and it's never gonna finish. I used my Jeffree Star Skin Frost and Ice Cold on the tops of my cheeks. I used the Anastasia Beverly Hills. Looks like it was a sample size. Whoa, there it goes. I hope I didn't break it. And I used the middle one, which is a little... I'm going to go with pinky orange. I used Charlotte Tilbury powder all over. I used the Jeffree Star, what is it? I think it's 13. Anyway, I used this under the eyes. I used the Pat McGrath Labs powder underneath my eyes. Anastasia Beverly Hills, the eye primer. I use the Milk makeup. Okay, slow down. The Milk makeup primer on my eyelashes. I used the Pat McGrath Labs on the upper lashes, and the MAC Extended Play Giga Black lash on the bottom, because this has a very fine, beautiful brush for the bottom lashes. And I think that's about it. Of course, that's enough, but that's about it. Will I ever get myself together? I don't know. I want to thank you for coming to my happy place. I'm going to say happy trails until we meet again. Bye-bye.